Hey guys, happy Saturday. Just kind of wanted to go through a weekend process video. Um, on my Twitter, I kind of post my trade ideas um, pretty much from like the beginning of the trade and um, as I'm making moves on it. So like for example, D-Dog, we had a nice little flag breakout. Got long on this on December 2nd. Trimmed 25, 50% December 4th, trimmed a bit more. Um, but I want to kind of show you guys how I find these ideas. Um, so definitely go follow my Twitter page. I usually post daily ideas, um, just kind of what I'm doing. I even post my losses. You can go take a look at it. CCJ, I got long uh, December 5th and then pretty much closed it out flat. So I'll post all my trades. I'm not choosing just the winners. Um, I have also my strategy kind of pinned on here. So you can kind of see what I look for on a day-to-day basis and how I manage the trades. So let's kind of get back to it. So let's look at a few positions. Shop, we had an earnings gap. We had a nice pullback to the 10 EMA. Got long on the pivot breakout, and then I started trailing some. Have 15% left on this position. D-Dog, nice big weekly base breakout here. Didn't catch this. It just wasn't set up properly. I think this was a proper entry for that, but it was there's that resistance there, so I kind of left it alone. But we got a nice opportunity to get in this. You can see the 2 days tight. I actually got in on this day actually. Got in on this day, and then we didn't really push. We kind of held the inside day, so I kind of held it, and then we got the push out, and I trimmed into strength. Have 10% left on that. A little bit more aggressive trimming on this, just because we're kind of getting to that 10 ATR extension, which usually is a good place to take profits. Reddit, same idea. We're really getting close, but had a nice little flag here into the 10 EMA. Took the breakout and scaled most of it out. I'm just holding a 10% position. Tesla looks really good. Nice flag. I have actually tried this a few times. I kind of got long here. It failed. Got out of this. And then it set up nicely. You can see 3 days tight right above the 10 EMA. Got the breakout on Thursday. Got a really nice push yesterday. Um, you can see big volume coming in into the end of the day. Um, so really nice, kind of gapping up. Maybe we gap up on to the 400 level on Tesla. Here's the Tesla chart. I played it via TSLL, which is a leverage 2 times ETF for Tesla. And then Zoom, I actually got in this on Friday. Took it to prior day's high. It kind of looks pretty good. You can see it was holding the 20 EMA, the 20 moving averages. Um, so went long through Thursday's highs. Got a nice push out. Holding the full position there. Holding the full position on Tesla as well. Hopefully we get that 400 push and I can trim probably half of it just because Tesla is also kind of getting to that ATR multiple extension. So let's go through the process of scanning. I've got a few scans that I kind of go through. So a big volume scan just kind of shows me what's moved on massive volume. So maybe I can get it on the radar and kind of just keep track of those names. ETF gainers. This is that concept of Christian Kulamagi, um, but just with ETFs, the 1 month, 3 month, 6 month gainer scanners. But I do more of a weekly, 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, and a yearly scanner. Gainers is the same thing, but with stocks and then relative strength. So I'll go through these 4 screens. You can see I've got 0. I usually clear them out at the end of the day and then kind of restart. This is like a daily process for me. So let's go through it. So I'll go to the screeners. Let's go through the stocks first. So big volume scanner. You can see it's set up $10 plus. I don't like trading under 10. That's just my personal preference. Average volume 750K shares traded, average 30 days. Volume price times price, $1 million volume, and relative volume over 1.99. So I'll just copy all, and then I'll put this one on the big volume screener. Then let's go to relative strength scan. This one is, again, above 9.99. Price above the 20 simple moving average, price above the 50 simple moving average, price above the 200 simple moving average. The 20-day has to be above the 50-day. The 50-day has to be above the 200-day. Dollar volume, 1 million US dollars. Average volume, I want to trade at least average. The stock has to trade as 1 million shares a day on average. Volatility above 3%. So I'll copy all of these, put it on the relative strength scan, and then I've got the gainer scan. So 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 month, 1 year. So I'll put all of those. Um, sorry. So 1 week, we have performance above 10% in the last week, and then the same volume criteria and volatility criteria. So we'll put this on gainers, 1 month, put this 1 month is 20% above performance. We'll go to gainers. 3 months is 30%. Gainers. 6 month is above 40%. And then the 1 year scan is above 50% in the past year. Gainers. And that's it for the stocks. Let's actually sort this. Then I'll usually sort this, at least the gainers, by dollar volume, because I wanna trade the most liquid names on this list. As we kind of go down, you can see they are very thin, and I probably won't trade these. You can even see like these reds are the flagged that are in my master list. So what I'll do now is kind of just flip this, and then it'll kind of sort it as dollar volume. So let's go to ETFs now. And ETFs are pretty much the same as the gainers. So go to the 1 week, copy ETF gainers, 1 month, ETF gainers, 3 month, ETF gainers, 6 month, ETF gainers, and then the 1 year ETF gainers. And then I will sort this as well by dollar volume. You'll see a lot of these are the same kind of ETFs, a lot of Bitcoin names right now, a lot of MSTR, which is Bitcoin, the BTC names, Ethereum, but we'll go through all of that. And I'll just flip this. All right, so now our list should be good. So the first scan I'll go through is just big volume. The first thing I'll do is these red flags are already in my master list. So I'll just kind of click this so it kind of sorts those so I don't have to go through those right now. Asan, you can see really big volume on earnings, pretty good earnings here. I'll kind of look deep, dig a little bit deeper on this, but this goes on my radar. Um, EQC, not really interested, kind of a down move. Okay, Lulu, coming back. Good volume there, not the highest, but pretty good volume, and it's back above all these MAs, so we'll keep track of that. So I'm going to flip through these real quick. And as we go down the list, you can see it's a lot less um, volumes, relative volume. So, so we added Lulu and Asan from this list, and this is part of like the daily screen stuff that I've missed. I don't really trade earnings gappers anymore, so I don't really track these on the day of. Um, I don't know. For me, I've always just been more comfortable trading post earnings drifts, just kind of like, basically like D-Dog, um, big move, nice tight move, and then a breakout. Um, let's see what else. Shop, same thing, big earnings move. I avoided it that day one. Nice pullback and then a push out. So I've really been kind of trading just a little breakouts, pullback type of trades, and it's been a lot better for me. Um, and trading a bit wider stops as well. I know Christian trades like low of day stops. For me, it just mentally, I was taking a lot of losses, and for me, for my personality, it was a lot tougher. So trading a little bigger. My average, basically, the way I size is 0.5% of risk per trade, and I'll just kind of have like prior day's low stop, unless it's like there's a stock that kind of moves up, down, and then it has like an opening range break, and I have a little bit enough room. It already did the shakeout, then I'll maybe put that stop on the low day. But all right, let's go to the next scanner. I'll go to the relative strength scanner. Same thing, I'll flip this so I don't have to look at all the master list yet, and then I'll go through this list. Sorry, excuse me. All right, I'll just kind of flip through this real quick. And pretty much I'm looking for names to strong trends up, and then maybe they're flagging out or potentially setting up. And some of these names will kind of be on the list for a while, but it's really just kind of trading my eyes for setups that I want to see. So I can really flip through this pretty quickly. And again, a lot of this, like Nordstrom, you can see this is just all chop. Not interested in trading these kinds of names. I want to see clean trends up and then nice type flag type areas. You can see this was nice. Did not trade that. But I'm just going to flip through this real quick. And as we go down, I'll even be a lot more selective because volume definitely dies up. And I just personally prefer trading the liquid names. All right, so we're back at the top. So relative strength, I didn't really see anything. Also, I forgot to clear this list. Relative strength, I'm gonna clear this list. Let's go to the gainers, scan. Same thing, flip this, and then start from the names I don't have. So a lot of these names will be on the relative strength scan as well. This is kind of just another way um, to kind of catch maybe something I missed. So Rivian, you can see we've had this big downtrend here. Starting to catch some momentum back above these moving averages. This is a name that's pretty liquid. I like trading this. I've traded it, in the past, had some nice trades on it. So something that I really like. So I'll kind of keep an eye on that one. GME actually had a really nice breakout here, which I don't know. I wasn't really trading, but a really nice push out there. This one was really good as well. Um, really tight setup here. Pretty big move from that breakout. almost 57% move in 3 days. These high flyer names, I usually avoid. I don't know, but this was really clean. I should have definitely had this on the radar. You can see pulled back to the 10 EMA, held again a second time, and then it got really tight here. Sorry guys, I'm kind of dealing with a little bit of a cold. And these gainer scans really kind of uh, really bring you to the stocks that are really moving. And you can really definitely see a lot of the rotations in the market when you're tracking this. If you start seeing a lot of stocks that are um, trending higher, moving higher on the same kind of maybe fundamentals or same theme, something like Bitcoin. When Bitcoin before Trump even got elected, you definitely saw a lot of Bitcoin names because I think Trump was the favorite in the betting market. So crypto was moving well before Trump even got elected. Just kind of go through these names real quick. And again, a lot more choosy as we kind of go lower on the list just because um, thinner names don't really like to trade. Just a personal preference. I know a lot of people trade these thinner names and do well. For me, it's just not something that I want to trade unless they're actually trading pretty liquid or they have real momentum behind them. All right, so we're back at Tesla. So that was the gainers list for the stocks. I'm going to clear this list. Last one we're going to go through is the ETF gainers. And same thing, we're just going to check out the rest of these. So you can see two of the MSTR ETFs. Ethereum had a nice little flag here, kind of broke out pre-market, so I kind of missed that one. SMCI. So banks are starting to kind of have a nice little flag here. And a lot of these ETFs are pretty thin now, so uranium kind of pulled back. This was a nice little breakout of Mag 7. All right, I think that's pretty good. All right, let's go to, so this next part, we'll go to the master list. Uh, so these are basically all the names. I've got 174. I probably got to clean some of this up, which I'll do after this video. But these are all the names that I'm tracking on a daily basis. These are the setups that could be ready or are close to being ready. But let me sort these by volume. I'll just click red. All right, so the first thing's going to be it's going to be all the ETFs. are going to be on the top, and then the stocks will be on the bottom. So let's kind of go through it. TSLL, we're already in this. Let's go to the next one. FNGU had a nice flag here, broke out. I didn't trade this. Bitcoin, a lot of volatility at this 100K level. Will be interesting to see. I got shaken out of coin here. NVIDIA ETF, I bet. So this was that Ethereum that kind of gapped pre-market. TNA, nice little pullback here. Um, could be a potential reversal. Maybe rotation comes back to small caps. We'll take a look at that. But this is where I wanna, going through this list to kind of put on my focus list. So it'll add it to my focus list here. So coin, this is where I kind of got shaken out of Cono, which is coined 2x ETF. Took the breakout, I believe I bought it here. Had a nice push out. I sold 25% pre-market, really almost at the highs, and then Bitcoin really kind of sold off. Pulled it, and then after hours when Bitcoin was dumping, looks like somebody was getting liquidated. I kind of took this off, which was definitely a mistake. I should have left the break-even stop. This thing looks good again. Tesla, NVIDIA has that kind of little flag look to it. Maybe a few more days tight would be a nice. Meta had a nice little breakout here. MSTR is definitely lagging after this blow off top. Um, Amazon, really nice move here. I didn't trade this just because it's a slower name, but really good move there. Apple as well. Kind of wanted to get long in this area. Probably would have got chopped up here, to be honest. But nice breakout of all-time highs there. Started to turn up. PLTR super extended. Um, yeah, super extended. Definitely needs some time. Probably a bigger base for us to kind of keep an eye on. SMCI looks interesting. Back above these MAs, we're still under the 200, which kind of keeps me. They've had a lot of bad news come in through their accounting department, but this thing kind of flags out a little bit longer. I like this one. AMD at this support level, but again, under the moving averages, I think there's better names out there. Lulu, this one we just put on the list, which if we kind of get a little delayed flag reaction, we'll definitely take that. APP, one of the biggest winners. This day I actually had this on my focus list, but did not pull the trigger. Probably the biggest miss of the year. I mean, look at this thing. This thing actually indicated extension all the way here, and it didn't give a fuck. It just kept going. Google, not a whole lot. Sound, pretty strong move here. Had a really nice flag here. Probably should have been paying attention here. Nice push on volume. We should have had this on the radar at this time. Pull in, and then this breakout really kind of took it off. Uber, this one, if we continue going lower, this will probably be off my list. Docu, pretty good earnings volume, so definitely on watch if we kind of pull back. It's still a little bit extended. I kind of want to see this Teddy May catch up. Maybe this thing goes a little bit sideways a bit, or at least the 5-day catch up, and then maybe flag out, and we could take this long. But this one looks really good. We're at all-time highs here. Dell looks like it's about to crack. Long Reddit, long shop. Crowd had a nice level here. Did not take that one. Spotify had a nice breakout retest. Looks like it could continue going. CVNA maybe finally breaks down. Maybe we get a bigger base on this. This thing gave so many opportunities. You can see nice flag breakout here, nice tight flag, nice tight flag. Yeah, this thing has been a killer trader. MDB chart starting to look good, but they do have earnings on Monday, so that's an avoid, Rivian. Let's see, this one's starting to flag out here a little bit better. Definitely could keep eye on this one. Let's actually put this on focus. Not sure if it's ready yet, but we'll keep an eye on it. San, same thing as what was it? Lulu, big volume, actually massive volume here. Could be a turnaround, but if this thing gets kind of tight or sets up, flags out, definitely on my list here. VST actually had taken this long here, got out of this, but this thing actually looks really good. Put this on focus list. Arm, oh wow, it came back. Arm actually came back. Nice little downtrend line and the 50 days kind of lining up. This would be a nice pivot here. If semis can kind of get a bid, definitely on watch. So I'll put that one on my focus list. You can see this nice big downtrend here. I mean, technical analysis works. You can see they sold right into that resistance level. UPST did have a pivot here we could have got long on. I actually did not. I've actually got burnt a few times here at trying it. It just seems like they have sellers and then they had some bad news or a downgrade or something. But it's starting to hold up, so maybe we'll keep an eye on this one. But I definitely want to see another little tight day, ideally. Dash looks potentially good here. Nice little flag here. Let's actually put that on the focus list. CEG looks good. I already have VST on the list, so I'll probably avoid CEG. I think VST moves a lot cleaner. STS, nice pop here. Maybe we gotta start paying attention to this one. This one has a bigger downtrend line here, which maybe if we pull up and then flag out, that would be a really good entry. PSTG, potential little flag here. Probably keep this one on the list. I think it's at all-time highs. Let's keep an eye on this one. This one definitely has been kind of a little tougher, but maybe if this thing kind of gets a little bit tighter, could set up. ANF, big range here. Definitely watching this upside pivot. I'll just put an alert up there. Nice breakout here. You can see nice little tight range. CCJ, I took it off. Maybe it turns around. It just, I didn't want to hold it close to my break even. Zillow, we caught a really nice trade here on this one. I actually got out this day here, but it still kind of looks like it could kind of move back again off this flag. Let's put this back on the list. BE. It's a bit extended still. I think we need a test of the 20-day ideally. Potentially setting up here. Let's keep an eye on this. Maybe ideally if it kind of pulls back into that, makes another little higher low. Definitely looks good. Fresh looks really good. You can see big earnings move here, then we're kind of resting. We're starting to get higher lows. Maybe it's ready. I like this one. This one's a little bit tougher trader, but this thing looks pretty good here. Let's keep an eye on this one. Rambus, you can see big downtrend line. Again, this thing kind of gapped up, shit the bed there, but this thing's flagging out here right before the downtrend test. Ideally, we have a tighter day here, but I'm going to keep an eye on this one. And we're back at the top, so that's pretty much it. Got a good list together. Um, Definitely going to cut this down. I usually kind of put it on the radar. This one, the only reason I have it here is just because I have Tesla to track. So if we look at this, we'll go through this list again. So ARM, nice little downtrend line. This pivot would be of interest for me. So ideally a few days tight here would be really nice. Dash looks really good. Nice pull into the 20-day. Maybe it breaks out. Fresh looks really good. Big earnings. Maybe a turnaround play. This is a recent IPO as well. Nice little tight flag here. Definitely potential from Friday's highs or Wednesday's highs you could use as a pivot. GEV looks really good, starting to flag out, 20-day catching up. PSTG, maybe a few more days tight would be nice, but you could probably try this above 66, above Friday's highs. Rambus, bigger downtrend line here. Maybe if semis wake up, this could be a watch. TGTX, a little bit wilder trader. Definitely nice look to it here. Nice little flag there. TNA, small caps if IWM starts going. Um, if IWM starts kind of picking up, definitely will be playing it via TNA. VST, nice flag here. Definitely on watch. And Z, I think maybe if this thing turns back around, I'll get back into this. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's kind of the weekend process. Um, I may go back over this list again through the weekly charts, just kind of take a look at it, but my focus is mainly the daily time frame is my main focus. So I like to look for patterns on the daily for the most part. Weeklies, I think I want to try going for more position trades on the weekly time frames. But right now, things are working. If you kind of keep turning over the edge and just until it stops working. Indexes are not as important. Um, um, I've kind of started to learn to stop watching like SPY, QQQ, IWM, unless Qs and IWMs are like under, like if we're in a downtrend, something like 2022, definitely you don't want to be swing trading in that market. But this market, when we're above these moving averages, I think individual names are what you want to keep track of. If you start seeing a lot of setups, kind of like what we're seeing, I think it's still a good environment to be trading. And all of my names I've been seeing good traction on, so there's no reason to slow down until I start seeing things stop working. So that's pretty much it. Again, just give me a follow on Twitter. I post daily ideas pretty much in the mornings. I'll kind of see. I'll also put my watch list on, and then I will post my trades and my positions. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.